Hey guys, welcome to Tiki Rick Adventure. Thank you guys for joining me. I appreciate you coming along. Spooky season is here at Disneyland. We're gonna go into the parks today. We're gonna have a lot of fun and try new Halloween food. There's a lot of new Halloween food, so I wanna continue trying that. And we're gonna stay for the fireworks tonight too for Halloween Screams. So let's get this started and let's have a really fun evening tonight. All right, I'm starting in downtown Disney today. Parking was so easy. There was nobody at security. I'm here later than usual. It's about 3 o'clock already, and I usually get here much earlier in the day than I am right now. But this is spooky how empty it is. There is nobody walking through downtown Disney. It's like eerily quiet too. It's very, very quiet down here, which is kind of funny. I'm not used to seeing this. I think the heat really is keeping people away during the daytime at least. I just checked wait times, and Space Mountain is a 20-minute wait. That's pretty incredible, especially for Space Mountain. Everything else is a very short wait right now too. It's really nice. So we might do some rides. It's been getting really busy in the evenings. People are coming out for Halloween Screams, the fireworks show for Halloween season. They're coming out for the nighttime spectaculars, especially the locals and the magic key holders, because they're waiting for the heat of the day to pass and for it to get a little bit cooler at night. And I don't blame them. I'm going to try to eat as much food today as I can, but there's not a lot of items on my list. I just don't have a big appetite with this heat. It's hard to eat heavy foods in this heat. Theme park foods and heat just don't mix very well. But we are going to go to Rancho del Zocalo. I'm going to start there. I love trying their foods. They have 2 new items that we're going to try, a hibiscus drink and a mulita. I've been hearing good things about that, so let's try both those out. And then I think I'm going to get 2 more drinks at Bengal Barbecue because I've also heard that those 2 drinks are good. We're going to go there afterwards. And I think the only other thing on my list is the Spicy Pickle Popcorn because I love pickles, I love popcorn, and it has hot Cheetos in it too, which is really fun. So I think once we're through downtown Disney here, we're just gonna go to Disneyland. There's a lot of stuff at DCA that I do wanna eat. There's just so many foods out right now to try. I can't try everything all in one day, obviously, but I am gonna meet up with my friend. She and I are gonna watch the Halloween Screams fireworks show tonight. So I brought my little picnic blanket. This is a fun Mickey Mouse picnic blanket that folds up, and it's waterproof too on one side, which is nice. It makes it a lot more comfortable if you're waiting for a long time to sit. So I'm just gonna put this on the ground and we can get a good spot to watch. We might watch in front of the castle. I like watching from Main Street. So maybe like from Main Street with a view of the castle. The castle's been having problems the last couple of months. I think like the whole year actually, the castle has been having problems with the projections. So hopefully the projections work for this one. It was working the other night. So hopefully they're working again tonight for Halloween Screams. But yeah, let's get this started. It's very hot, but it'll cool down a little bit here in a couple of hours. It's gonna be a really fun day regardless of the heat. So let's go. You know, one thing that I think is really odd is that the 70th Celebrate Happy banners are still up when you first come into the park, and the train station's decorated for the 70th. They don't have Halloween bunting on the train station, and I just think that's kind of a weird choice. It really feels like it kind of clashes with the Halloween stuff. I just feel like they should probably pull down the 70th stuff. That's just my opinion, but it feels like it should just all be Halloween at this point. I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And you walk through downtown Disney, and there's Halloween stuff in downtown Disney, but there's also a lot of the 70th signs still up. Actually, all the 70th signs are still up in downtown Disney. The one in front of the fountain, all the ones in the flower bed, and it's just kind of funny. You see the little bats that are up, and then next to it is the 70th signs, and it just feels like it clashes a little bit. The castle also could use some Halloween decorations, and these aren't complaints. These are just observations I'm making. But yeah, I think it would look really cool and really spooky if the castle was decorated for the Halloween season instead of the 70th bunting up there. It's just kind of funny that they decided to leave all this up. I get the 70th celebration will be going until next year, but I thought they'd probably take this away until January. That way they could decorate for the holiday season and for Halloween, and then put this stuff back up in January. I guess it's too much work to take it down and put it all back up, so they're just going to leave it up. But I was wondering about that, so that answers my question. All this is still going to be here for a while. I'm sure it'll get busier pretty soon, but I'm really appreciating how not busy Main Street is, and walking in, it's really, really calm today. It's a Monday today, and this is just really nice. I've been here on a lot of Mondays that were really busy. This is awesome. You could really walk and stroll and take your time and just really take things in and enjoy the park without the crowds today, at least until it gets dark. I'm sure at 6 or 7 tonight, it's going to get very, very busy, so I'm just appreciating this while it lasts. See, this side of the train station looks really nice with the Halloween bunting and the Halloween decorations on the lamppost. I just feel like they should have done both sides of the train station like this because it looks wonderful. It's very spooky and festive. And don't take my criticism as lack of gratitude. I'm always grateful to be here and always be a big Disney lover. But this is weird too. This is kind of funny. I do like these new banners. I think they're actually pretty cool. But I noticed on Friday they changed out the banners. All of these used to say Halloween time on them, and they don't anymore. They changed the colors of the banners themselves a little bit too. The color scheme was a slightly different one before. But yeah, that's kind of cool. They actually updated the leaves too. These leaves look a lot more realistic than the other ones did. The other ones were more orange and yellow, more fall colors. These are still fall colors, but they look much more realistic, and I actually really like that change. But I remember it used to say Halloween time, and I'd always laugh about that because the E was covered up on Halloween time, so I'd call these Mickeys Halloween Tims. But yeah, I would say Halloween Tim, and that's how I remember that they changed it. I noticed that on Friday. I just didn't point that out. But the new ones do look great. I really do like the new ones. I'm just surprised. They're actually a little darker orange to a little more brown orange than they were last year. I was looking at old pictures that I had and old videos from last year. It's just funny they chose to change that, but I think it's a good change. I did like the old ones. There was nothing wrong with them, but these ones are cool too. All right, I popped into Mad Hatter on Main Street here, and I wanted to show you 3 new headbands. So I grabbed 2 to compare them. The one on the left is the Jack Skellington one from last year. He looks much less spooky, a lot more joyful, but this is the new Jack for $12.99, and it actually lights up. I think all create your own headbands should be light up. That is really cool to make a light up plush for that. But look at how evil he looks. Wow, he is much more menacing than the old Jack. You can still find both available in the create your own headband sections, but this is going to be the new one, and it's only $1 more because it lights up. That's actually a really fair price for a light up one. I think that is awesome. There's actually 2 new headbands too. I'll show you the other 2 after this. And these are the other 2 brand new headbands that came out on Friday. You have Oogie Boogie. I love that one. That one should be light up, but he probably can't be light up because he's green and not white. That is really cool though. These are both $11.99. I love the new additions. That is fun. And I can't believe we didn't have Scary Teddy before. Scary Teddy looks so great as a headband. We needed him the whole time. I love Zero and I love Scary Teddy stuff. I just think he's such a good icon for the Nightmare Before Christmas. Look how adorable his grin is. He's looking very evil, but also very cute. That is awesome. Both these are $11.99. You can grab them at Mad Hatter or anywhere that sells the create your own headbands like World of Disney. A lot of the different locations have them. It feels too hot to eat still, but I'm hungry enough. So let's go to Rancho del Zocalo and start. We'll get this food underway and get this going because I could eat. I am hungry enough to eat for sure. It's just hot to eat something heavy, but I think this is still going to be delicious. A good spot to take an air conditioning break is to pop into the Mercantile in Frontierland, and I like to stand here and watch the TV because you can stand out of the way. You're not in anybody's way, and the air conditioning is pretty darn good in this store. I just like it. Now I'm gonna cry because I'm watching Fox and the Hound, one of the saddest Disney movies ever made. I remember watching this as a kid, and it was really devastating, but it's a really good movie. But yeah, you can just stand here. Sometimes they play Rainbow Connection with Kermit, and I just love standing here and getting the air conditioning. I'm gonna stand here before I eat, just so I can cool down because that was a long walk through downtown Disney and into Disneyland, and I am very hot. I am melting, so I'm just going to enjoy the air conditioning. It's really nice in here though. Stop by and you're going to enjoy it too. Well, look at that. Speak of the devil and who shall appear. That is so funny. I was just saying Rainbow Connection and it ended up being the very next song right after Fox and the Hound played. I just love when they play this in here. I love the Muppets, and I just will always love and enjoy Rainbow Connection. It's such a sweet message and a very catchy tune also. Yeah, come in here though. You can watch this kind of stuff and it's awesome. All right, I'm at Rancho del Zocalo now, one of my favorite places in Disneyland to eat. The food quality here is always good, and what I really like is there's tons of tables in the shade, and I appreciate being in the shade. Sometimes being a one-person crew really works out and can be advantageous, because today, nobody wanted to sit in the table I'm at because there was only one seat in the shade and the rest of the tables in the sun, so a normal-sized family wouldn't want to use this table, and I got my favorite table. This truly is my favorite table at Rancho del Zocalo. I'm hanging out with my favorite favorite plants, my little succulents up here. Actually, rather, they're hanging out with me. They're the ones hanging on a shelf up there. I just really like this cozy corner. I think it's a nice, comfortable spot to sit. You get a nice breeze. I can see the Big Thunder Mountain Railroad trains going by over there, which is just a really nice touch. So I got 2 new items. These are the Halloween seasonal items. I didn't get the Mickey Dulce de Leche cream puff because that came out last year and it was good. I would recommend that. I did enjoy that a lot last year. So if you do come here, that's still on my recommended list. I just got the 2 items that are new. So this first one is $12.99. This is the I almost said trick or treat. This is the Chick-or-Treat Mulita. It's cheesy blue corn tortilla with refried beans, chicken tinga, crema, cotija cheese, and spicy pickled onions served with tortilla chips. I love pickled onions and spicy pickled onions. That sounds really good. They're gonna be spicy like jalapenos, I guess. That's gonna be delicious. I just love pickled onions. This has 2 cheesy blue corn tortillas on it too, which is nice. It's just very, very hot to be eating this. It's really heavy, but I am really hungry, so I'm sure I'm still gonna enjoy this. I like the quality of the meats here. They're good for theme park meats for sure. Theme park meat can be a little weird sometimes, but Rancho del Zocalo never disappoints. I got a generous amount of chips today too. I really enjoy their chips because they have lime seasoning all over the chips, and I think that's really nice when you get a bite that's limey and citrusy. It tastes really good. Their salsas are really good here too, so if you get a salsa on the side, it costs you a little extra, but it's really good with the chips and the salsa together. This also came with a roasted yellow chili on the side. Let me try that chili. It looks good. I like chilies a lot, so I like any kind of pepper. That yellow pepper is really good. It's got a really nice flavor to it. It is pretty spicy. It's about as spicy as a jalapeno, so if you don't like spicy things, don't bite that, but that is really good. I like that. Ooh, yeah, that's got a kick. It's starting to burn my mouth a little bit, and I like that. All right, I love cotija cheese. I think this is gonna be great. I got a perfect bite here with chicken, pickled onions, the blue corn tortilla, everything all in one bite, so let's give this a go. That's delicious. I really enjoy that. For theme park Mexican food, this really hits the spot. This is really good for being Disneyland food. I like it a lot. I like the blue corn tortilla there. It's not dried out. I was kind of worried it'd be a little bit dry. The sauce is great. The sauce has a really nice seasoning and depth of flavor to it. The chicken is shredded, so it's really tender and juicy. It soaks up that sauce. The cotija cheese adds a tang to it, which is really nice. It's got a really good balance of flavor. This is a really well executed dish. I enjoy this a lot. My favorite part is that pickled onions. There's a lot of pickled onions on some of the bites, and I really enjoy that. It's sweet, but it's tangy and vinegary. This is just a really good dish. I like this one a lot. I would get this again. If you guys watch Main Street Duo, my friends Donnie and Courtney, they pointed out on their video that it doesn't need the top tortilla, and I agree with that. I think the top is just kind of a waste. It can just be an open-faced one, and like they said, Disney could save resources by just having one. I think this is plenty filling, and the top doesn't really do anything, and I also agree with them that it is far too hot to be eating this kind of food. I think at night this would be good, and this would be a really good comfort food in cold weather. It's delicious. I still recommend it, and there's a weird humidity too, so it's very, very hot. As you can tell, I'm sweating here. I'm trying my best. It's got a mild to medium kick to it. It's got a little bit of spice, so if you're sensitive to spice, you might not enjoy this one. I don't personally think it's spicy, but I can taste a little bit of a tingle in there. This is a really great dish. I love Rancho del Zocalo. They always do such a great job, and they really did not disappoint this time. This is fun for the season too. I like how it's dark color like that for Halloween food. This is a great dish though. Get this one. It's really good. You're gonna enjoy it too, I think. Now that I've eaten half of this mulita, I would say it's definitely a medium level of spice. It's got a pretty good kick, medium to hot even. So if you don't like spicy food, don't bother with this one because it is pretty hot actually. I like it a lot though. I love the flavors and I love that it's actually spicy. I also like their seasonal drinks usually. You go to the dessert station here and that's where you pick up the drinks actually, even though it's not a dessert. That's just where they always serve the specialty drinks. So if you're here and you're looking for them, go to that counter and they'll be able to help you. This is a new one for Halloween. This is $7.29. It's the Hibiscus-Pomegranate Cooler. Spiced hibiscus tea, which sounds really interesting. Pomegranate and orange juices and honey. Sounds like it might be overly sweet with honey and 2 types of juice in it. I do love hibiscus and I like hibiscus tea. Hibiscus is also one of my favorite flowers. I just think they're really pretty and they taste good in tea too. It's got a nice floral flavor to it. It's always lightly flavored. I really enjoy hibiscus. I'm just worried that this will be a little too sweet. Let me stir this up. Ooh, it'll be nice to have a cold, refreshing cooler on a day like this, though. I do have my water and I do have my electrolytes, and what's nice is you can get ice at Rancho del Zocalo and fill up your water. And this water refill station here is always less crowded. The line's always shorter than the one over in Frontierland that's right over there. So always come over here. Don't wait in that line out by the Mercantile. That's a long line. I saw it today and it was a really long line. This one fills up quicker so the line doesn't get longer. It's weird because the water comes out of this spout much quicker than the water comes out of the refill station over at the Pioneer Mercantile. But without further ado, let's give this a sip here. Ooh, that is not what I expected at all. That's really nice. It kind of reminds me of like a mulled wine, like a Christmas drink, but it's got autumnal flavors to it for sure. It's got kind of like, what is that in there? Let me give that another sip. I gotta taste what the seasoning, what the spices are. That is really clove heavy, clove forward. It tastes like that a lot. I can taste a little bit of cinnamon, I believe, maybe some like cardamom in there too. It's kind of hard to place it, maybe a little bit of nutmeg, but the clove is the most prevalent flavor profile that I'm getting from that. I think it's nice with the pomegranate juice, and it's actually not nearly as sweet as I thought it was gonna be. It's really refreshing and it's not overly sweet. You have to like pomegranate juice because it's pretty tart from that. I can taste the hibiscus tea, but I can really taste the pomegranate juice. It's nice though. This is kind of weird because it tastes like a Christmas drink, but it's also a fall drink. I think fall and Christmas flavors, especially when it comes to cinnamon and spice, can be kind of adjacent. You know, they kind of share that Venn diagram together. A lot of Christmas flavors taste like fall flavors do. I think this is kind of more of a Christmas drink, but it does taste like fall too, so I'm on the fence about it. I'd recommend it though. I really like that. I like that it's not overly sweet. It's refreshing, it's tart, and it's really nice. This is great on a hot day. I would get this one again. If you like pomegranate, you're gonna enjoy this. If you don't like fruity pomegranate flavors with spice, if you don't wanna be a little adventurous, because it is pretty adventurous with the spice in it, it's a pretty weird flavor combination, then don't try it, but I do like this one. All right, we got a quick walk into Adventureland. I love how they're connected, Frontierland and Adventureland. That's so simple and so easy. We're gonna go to Bengal Barbecue. I'm gonna pick up 2 more drinks here. I just wanted to stick with drinks because it's a little heavy to eat too much food today, but the drinks I can always drink. So we're gonna pick up 2 specialty seasonal drinks and we'll go enjoy those. All right, I picked up my mobile order from Bengal Barbecue and I'm actually back at Rancho del Zocalo because it's a lot easier to find a table over here. Bengal Barbecue doesn't have a lot of seating, and it looked like Tropical Hideaway seating was pretty busy today too, since it's a hot day. And a lot of the seating at Tropical Hideaway is out in the sun. Bengal Barbecue's tucked inside and there's a little bit of air conditioning, but it's very hard to get a table there. So it's busy at Bengal Barbecue always. They got good food, so a lot of people want to eat there. But I got 2 drinks. I'm equally excited for both of these. I don't even know which one to try first because both are gonna be very, very good. The one chai latte smells so good. I cannot wait to drink that and try that one. But let me start with the pandan first. Pandan is one of the words that I hear pronounced 3 different ways. I even Googled it and there's a couple different ways to say it. I say pandan, but some people say pandan, and pandan is another way to say it. When I say it, I think it's usually pandan. That's how I've heard it said before, so I'm gonna stick with that. But just bear with me on the pronunciation because there are multiple ways to say it. It kind of looks like a long grass type plant, but it's got a tropical vanilla kind of flavor to it. It's really good. I've had it in things before and it's really delicious. I'm excited to try this one though. This is the Iced Pandan Cooler with brown sugar spheres and an ube cold foam. I love ube. Over the last couple of years, I've been obsessed with ube. I like the ube soft serve over at Cozy Cone. That I have to try again this season. I had it last season and it's so good swirled with vanilla. I just love anything ube. I love the ube yogurt pretzels from Trader Joe's. Those are like my favorite snack. They are so good. But this is gonna be really good, I think, with the vanilla flavor of the pandan and the ube foam in there. It's got 3 layers here, so I have to stir it really good. You can see how it's really pretty actually. And it's got brown sugar boba at the bottom of it, but they do give you a boba straw. So good job, Disney. I like when you actually serve a boba straw because that's needed for this kind of drink. I like that Thai that I had before too, that Thai slushy, the Thai tea slushy. I really like that one from Bengal Barbecue. So they do have potential to have really good drinks there. I'm sure this is gonna be good. Their other drinks are a little too sweet for me, like the Jungle Julep. That one's very, very sweet. It's a fun slush for the kids, but it's incredibly sweet. All right, let's stir this up there. I gotta get that pandan, the green stuff mixed with the purple ube cold foam on the top. And I think the brown sugar spheres at the bottom, the boba, is gonna be good. I love the texture of boba. I love how they burst and they pop. There's just a burst of flavor in your mouth, and they're really good. Ooh, I'm so excited. This smells great. I think I'm gonna love this. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna drink that whole thing and it's gonna make me sick because it's so much sugar and sweetness. It is really good. It's not overly sweet. It's really creamy. It tastes exactly like anything ube. It's got that distinct ube flavor to it. I didn't really taste the pandan, so I'm gonna try that. I did get one of the brown sugar spheres, and they're sweet, but they have a really caramelized deep flavor, a deep sugar flavor like brown sugar does. Really nice, kind of a little bit of molasses in it. Really, really nice. Let me give that another sip. I wanna try to see if I can pick out that vanilla flavor of the pandan. I mostly just taste the ube. I love that. That is phenomenal. If you like ube like I do, I'm obsessed with ube. You're gonna love that. It's so creamy. It's just amazing. I love the texture. It's got a light, fluffy texture to the topping on it. And when you mix that in, it makes the drink lighter and not as heavy. It's sweet, it's creamy, it's delicious. This is just absolutely outstanding. I don't think it's super refreshing on a hot day because it's kind of a heavy drink. It's a heavy, milky drink, but I love that. Oh my gosh, you have to try this one out. That is outstanding. Truly one of my favorite drinks I've ever had at Disney. So you got to try this one out. If you like ube, you're going to love it too. This next one was $7.79. It is the Iced Pumpkin Chai Latte. It's brown sugar spheres at the bottom and a cold foam. They put some pumpkin spice on the top, or cinnamon. I think it's a pumpkin spice blend that they put on the top, and it smells really, really good. I love chai tea lattes. I just like chai tea in general. I love how chai tea has a depth of flavor and just a lot of different spices to it. It's one of my favorite teas for sure, especially when it comes to fall and the holiday times. I really enjoy drinking chai tea, and I make it at home with milk. I like it steamed with milk. It's really good that way. This is gonna be milky. It looks a little watered down, but I think that's gonna be okay. I'm gonna stir this one up good too. This does have the brown sugar spheres that the other stuff has, and it looks like it's gonna be good. It smells really, really great, so I'm excited for this one. At first, I thought the pumpkin chai latte was not creamy enough, but when you stir it really well, it's super creamy. There's some like gloopy creamy stuff at the top. It's almost like pudding on the top. When you stir that in, it's very creamy and sweet. It's really, really good. It tastes totally different when you sip it from the rim versus sipping it through the straw, because you get more of that cream. A lot of the cold brews, it's kind of better to sip from the top actually, and not to put the straw in and sip from the bottom. That's really good too. This is a close call. I don't know if I could pick one or the other. They're both excellent drinks. I like the pandan. The Iced Pumpkin Chai Latte tastes more like fall to me than the pandan does, but the pandan has more of an ube tropical flavor that you're gonna like too. They're both really good drinks. I don't think they're refreshing, but they're very, very good drinks. They're a little heavy. Both of them are creamy, and I love the brown sugar spheres at the bottom. The boba just puts it over the edge. It's nice to have those little bites of gummy with everything. Very good drinks though. These are excellent. Some of the best drinks I've ever had at Disneyland, so try these out. You're gonna like them. The last food stop for today is going to be the popcorn cart in Tomorrowland. I want to pick up the spicy popcorn, the spicy pickle popcorn. It sounds really delicious, so let's try that out. All right, I stopped by the popcorn cart in Tomorrowland. I got something that I've been wanting to try since this just came out the other day. This is the spicy pickle popcorn. I love the pickle popcorn that I've had in the past here. They had it at that DVC event, and it was really good. And I really like the pickle popcorn at Katsaka's Kettle in Star Wars Land. I know I'm gonna enjoy this. I like hot Cheetos, so this is right up my alley. It's just pickle seasoned popcorn, and it's mixed with hot Cheetos, like crushed up hot Cheetos, which is perfect. I love hot Cheetos. It's one of my favorite snacks of all time, and I love pickle popcorn. Oh, I'm excited to try this. I just got this, it was $7.50, which is not that bad. You get a pretty good sized portion there. I mean, it's a pretty good sized box. I brought a plastic baggie, so I'll save this for later, because I'm not gonna finish all this right now, but this will be good snacks when I'm waiting for the projection show tonight. I found out weekdays there's no fireworks, but there will be the projection show, so I might go to Small World to watch the projections tonight since they're not doing fireworks. The projections look a lot better on Small World because it's a more flat facade. It's more conducive to projections themselves because it's flat and doesn't have the dimension that the castle has, so you can really see the images a lot better. So we'll probably just do that at Small World tonight. All right, let me get a bite here with everything in it. That's excellent. I love that. It's just hot Cheetos and pickle flavored popcorn. It is exactly what it sounds like. It's delicious. The dill pickle flavor is really nice on the popcorn, and it's really nice with the crunch of the hot Cheetos. The hot Cheetos have a different crunch compared to the popcorn. The popcorn's buttery. It's got a really heavy dill pickle flavor to it. It's excellent. I really like that. It's salty. It's a little bit spicy. This is a great snack. I would recommend getting this. It's a great snack for lines too. Bring a bag too if you can, because you can save it for later in the day, or just carry around the box. You know, you could still eat it later through the day. It'd be great to have this in line though to pass the time, or if you're waiting for a show or waiting for a parade. This is something really fun to eat, and it's splittable. You could split this among a lot of people. It's a pretty big portion for $7.50. I love this though. This is really good. I'm gonna eat this again at some point coming up soon because I really like this. This will be one of my regular snacks here, I'm sure. Delicious. Try this out. All right, I got a great spot. I'm in Disneyland now on Main Street, and we're gonna watch the projection show from here. I haven't seen the Halloween Screams fireworks this year, but at least they'll do the projections tonight. They only do the fireworks, the pyrotechnics, on weekends, and tonight is a weekday, so there won't be any fireworks, just projections. But I really like the projections, so that's kind of my favorite part of a fireworks show anyways, so I'm really gonna enjoy this. I got a good spot on Main Street. I just watched the Paint the Night parade go by, and that was fun. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy the projection show, and then I'm gonna head home after this, so this will be a good show.
And what's this, you ask? Well, let me show you. We'll call out the spirits to socialize. After all, my friends, this is Halloween.
Happy Halloween, darlings! This is what I live for.
All right, it's the next day now actually, but I didn't do an outro. I figured I'd just fill you guys in on what I did last night. So I actually went over to California Adventure, and I got dinner with my friend at Paradise Garden Grill. We sat there for a few hours. It was really nice. It started cooling off last night, so the weather was pretty nice, but we wanted to stay for the lights so that we could see the projection show on Carthay Circle. That projection show is awesome. They have like Oogie Boogie characters and the snake. The projections work really well on Carthay Circle because it's a white building, it's off-white, so it really holds the colors well and displays everything perfectly. It's a beautiful show. I just love DCA at night. I love looking at all the purple lights in the trees. Those purple lights twinkle and sparkle. They're really magical this time of year. You definitely need to take some time to sit on Buena Vista Street or around the fountain at DCA. Go when it's not an Oogie Boogie night, and you can still watch the projection shows and take in the fun little sound effects. They play Oogie Boogie sound effects, and they play a lot of just different things, like a lot of different sounds and visual images and stuff on the Carthay Circle itself. It's really cool. It's a great projection show. It happens like all throughout the night once it gets dark. And of course you can go and sit and watch the Headless Horseman statue. It lights up and there's lightning. It looks beautiful with Carthay in the background. I really like the lighting that they have around the Headless Horseman statue, and the sound effects are really fun too. You can hear them clomping and trotting along, and the horse whinnies. It's just a really cool effect. It's a really nice ambiance and spooky area to sit in. I like sitting right around the Headless Horseman for a long time, and it's just a really fun activity. It's definitely underrated. It's something free to do at the park, so you don't have to pay extra for it. If you're not going to Oogie Boogie, you can still get all the Halloween vibes that way, and just enjoy looking at the sparkly purple lights in all the trees. And it's a great backdrop with Carthay Circle. I just really like that projection show. I can't stress that enough. You have to spend some time, immerse yourself. Just spend a lot of time on Buena Vista Street and around the fountain in that area, you won't regret it. It's really fun for the Halloween season. It's just beautiful this time of year, but stay for dark because it's really a nice activity to do. After that, we went over to Disneyland and we got a spot on Main Street to watch the Paint the Night parade for a little bit as it passed by. We weren't really there for that. We were mostly there for Halloween screams, but on weeknights, they don't have the fireworks, the pyrotechnics, they only have projections. So I would recommend going to Small World because it's a better facade to project on. It's a flat surface and the projections look really good over there. But we also wanted to leave after the fireworks and not have to deal with the chaos of leaving all the way from Small World. It can take a really long time to walk from Small World out of the park, a really long time. There's a lot of one-way traffic and it's very crowded after the fireworks. So since we wanted to kind of make a quicker exit and walk through downtown Disney to Mickey and Friends, we figured we'd watch on Main Street, which is a great place to watch too. But make sure you watch from Main Street. You can't see the projections that well on the castle, but the projections look really nice along the buildings on Main Street. So I'd recommend going a little further forward than where we were at. Go by like Candy Palace or the Penny Arcade or something towards the front of Main Street, like Refreshment Corner, but a little further back, right in the middle of the building, so you can see Jack Skellington and Oogie Boogie up on the projections ball that they have next to the castle. You can still see the castle from there. You can see the projections well, and you can see Zero flying by. That's one of the best parts of the show is Zero. I love that show. It's got a lot of great music in it. The projections on the buildings look really, really cool. They have the Ursula part with all the bubbles and the tentacles. That's really fun to watch. The projections look amazing. And then they have like the eyeballs and all these different spooky things projected on the buildings. But if you go just in front of the castle, it's not as good of a view because you're missing all the projections that are on Main Street. So I definitely recommend Small World or Main Street. It's spooky. It gets you into the Halloween spirit, seeing all the villains, and I like the Haunted Mansion music that plays. It's a really fun show, so definitely catch that if you're there. It's at 9:30 every night too. But thank you guys for joining me yesterday. I had so much fun at the parks. I always love trying the new food. It was a little hot to eat heavy food, but Rancho del Zocalo, I would definitely recommend. The Mulita was delicious. It was pretty spicy, actually. As I finished the dish, the spice really started to hit you. So if you don't like spicy food, don't bother with that one. It was a good price. I really liked that one a lot. And if you're a more adventurous eater, you're gonna enjoy that Hibiscus-Pomegranate Cooler. I like that a lot, but it was really clove forward, so I think a lot of people won't enjoy that. It was refreshing, it wasn't too sweet. It had a really weird flavor profile, clove with hibiscus and pomegranate. I thought it worked really well. It was kind of like a mulled wine, a cold mulled wine. It was good though, I liked that one. But the two drinks from Bengal Barbecue were fantastic. Some of the best drinks I've ever had. I like the Iced Pumpkin Chai Latte. That was delicious. It was creamy, it was sweet, but not too sweet. It was just such a great fall drink. It had all the fall vibes to it. I think the Pandan drink was not quite as fall oriented. It just felt like more of a generic tropical drink. But man, if you like ube, you're gonna love that one. One of the best drinks I've ever had in my life. It was creamy, but had a really strong ube flavor. I love the foam on top. I could taste a little bit of the vanilla from the Pandan, but not a strong flavor. But it wasn't too sweet. It was just a really great drink. I drank both of those, and with the food too, it was really heavy. My stomach was like weighed down for the rest of the day. And the pickle spicy popcorn was great. You gotta try that if you like hot Cheetos. I liked how the hot Cheetos themselves were coated in pickle dust, and the popcorn was buttery and salty. It was so good. I'm glad I finally stayed for night because I don't always stay after dark. I like to get home, you know, before it's too dark and stuff. I usually wait till traffic clears up and then I head home. But it was nice to stay for a different change because I love seeing the lights, especially DCA. I think that is an attraction in itself to just go to DCA and see the purple lights and Carthay Circle and the Headless Horseman. It's great. You got to spend some time there. I had a lot of fun spending time there last night. But thank you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me today. Thanks for being here. I hope you guys take care, and I'll see you again real soon.